Today's tip: when you have black glass, and actually this building is built on a slant, so when you have black glass especially, and then you have the sun baking birds that do flybys. You see that pterodactyl crap? Sometimes mopping the window like we normally would, it might look like it's off, but there will be a residue, a bird residue left behind. What you want to do in cases like this, like I told you, if you're working by yourself, this applies whether you're working by yourself or with anyone. You pre-wet the window. What that means is you get your dip, throw a little bit of water on here, throw a little bit of water on here. But as you do that, you see there's a bird doo-doo right there. But as you do that, you put the water on the parts that have the bird residue, and you let it sit on there. By the time you get down to this window, then you scrub the whole window in. Most of that bird doo-doo has been dissolved. You won't have much to scrub in that area. You won't have to flip the mop around and do one of these maneuvers, you know, or you won't have to get your...
Don't miss that spot there.
Oh, yeah? Or you won't have to get your doodle bug and put your scrubby just for the bird doo-doo. It also boils down to your solution, too. I know some of you don't work with solutions like mine. Like I said, I've been a big fan of ammonia because ammonia, it helps with stuff like that. And stuff that actually you really would normally have to scrub with just regular dish soap, this gives a little extra scrubbing power. But in addition to that, I have other concoctions in there that actually dissolve stuff. So I had a question someone asked me on first cleans: do I ever have to still wall the window? Usually almost never. And I'll tell you the reason why almost never. It's because my solution is right from the beginning, and it's so powerful that it dissolves and eats away at the dirt on the glass. So really, well, by the time you're ready to actually, clean the window off, a lot of that stuff is gone within the first time you put the mop on the window. And I know, Craig Rodriguez, I know you said that these chemicals are strong, and I'm glad that you like my solution. And yes, some of you may be trying different things and different solutions, and some of you like to keep it simple, like pouring soap on the mop, and they don't want to, try different stuff. But it basically boils down to the individual and what they're used to using. Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But he was a little bit concerned about the chemicals in my water. Yes, they are chemicals, as well as Dawn and anything else. It's a surfactant, it's a soap, it's a chemical nonetheless. So if it's not water, then it's a chemical. So everything has chemicals in it, even water. It has iron, it has fluoride, it has a chlorine, it has a whole bunch of other stuff. So everything has chemicals in it. And yes, even water. If water can eat through rust, hey, so it really is not going to matter what you use, because if you have sensitive skin, then yes, maybe you might want to use some gloves. And maybe it's wise, but look at my hands. I never ever use gloves, even in the summertime. Do you see my hands all busted up? Do you see my hands peeling? Do you see my skin looking like a lizard, like the Sahara Desert? No. And I've been working with ammonia for years. And yes, In the beginning, I used to wring my mop out, ammonia and all, bare hands and all. Never had a problem. Never, ever had a problem. But to this day, I do not touch the mops. I do not touch the water. Reason is because I switched to the pump sprayer. If you have a pump sprayer, you won't need to do this. So remember this little tip. Whatever your solution is, preferably if you guys wanted to start doing commercial and you start doing a lot of outside work, it's probably beneficial to have ammonia in the water, especially on first cleans. And, hey, get your ratios, know your ratios. Like I said, you don't put it in there to the point where it's overpowering and tearing up your hands, especially if your skin is sensitive. But pre-wet stuff like that, by the time you're ready, most of that bird doo-doo was dissolved. You won't have much to scrub. But there you have it. Mac-a-frack-a-lack-a. Peace, peace, peace.